Hello everyone. In this video, we are here with a tutorial on the installation and introduction of necessary additional components for the maintenance and repair of unmanned aerial vehicles. Drones carry various payloads. Cameras are used for surveillance and inspection. The most important of these, or rather the most commonly used, are actually cameras. Cameras are preferred on drones for surveillance and inspection purposes. They are also used in sectors such as sports activities, filming, and cinema. The features of cameras can vary widely, especially in drones used for filming. Cameras are usually preferred with gimbal options. In fact, the camera on a drone that prevents vibrations is a device that can control its direction both angularly and orientationally. Cameras used in drones, especially for filming purposes, are typically preferred with gimbal options. In fact, the camera on the drone that prevents vibrations is a device that can control its direction both angularly and orientationally. It also has vibration prevention features. Drones used in cargo transportation have mechanisms for picking up and dropping off cargo, which they utilize as payloads. These can also be preferred as payloads on drones. Additionally, in the agricultural sector, spraying drones typically have a spraying mechanism as their payload. These can also be preferred as payloads on drones. In addition, spraying drones used particularly in the agricultural sector typically have a spraying mechanism as their payload. The spraying mechanism successfully fulfills the task required by the drones. As we know, unmanned aerial vehicles are also widely used in defense industries. In defense industries, unmanned aerial vehicles typically carry military equipment as payloads, which can include missiles or any kind of destruction equipment. Such equipment is also positioned on unmanned vehicles to be used effectively. To give an example of gimbals, for instance, the gimbals on a drone are typically positioned in such a way that the camera angle is directed straight ahead. Gimbals adjust the camera stably according to the drone's movement during operation, preventing it from being subjected to any vibrations, and they also provide movement in 3 axes with orientation adjustments to the left and right, forward and backward, and up and down. In this way, the user can obtain the desired image in the way they want. Gimbals are especially preferred for surveillance purposes and, of course, they are widely used in professional filming, particularly in the cinema industry. In smaller drones known as FPV, first-person view, cameras are preferred as useful products in drone systems to directly transmit live footage to the user. We mentioned that drones are used in cargo transportation. The useful products on drones used for cargo transportation are usually cargo drop-off and pickup mechanisms made up of servo motors. Servo motors are DC motors that can be adjusted angularly. These motors can be adjusted for all parameters, both in terms of speed and acceleration. Now, we will take a detailed look at the useful payloads we have discussed. Drones are used in many fields and sectors today. It can also vary depending on the intended use of the payload. In this section, we will see detailed examples through visuals and videos. An example of drone usage is drones used for firefighting. Here, as a payload, the drone can perform firefighting operations under high pressure with a hose-carrying apparatus and a spraying mechanism. Here, as a payload, there is a hose-carrying apparatus and a spraying mechanism, as you can see on the screen. The video mentions that it can lift weights of up to about 25 kilos. In addition, drones equipped with an LED system and a lighting system can be preferred for drone shows, especially with smaller-sized drones. The useful payload on the drones used in the drone show, as we mentioned, is a lighting system. Besides that, we talked about cargo transportation. Drones used for cargo transportation can also be of the VTOL type. The reason for this is that it has the capacity to transport products over long distances. Here is an example of a drone used for filming, which is also used for hobby purposes. As you can see, it can avoid obstacles in a way that's programmed with artificial intelligence. It can also track people and is a very useful product. It's a type of drone that is quite popular. It can both track people and is a very useful product, and it's a type of drone that is very commonly preferred. We mentioned that it is also used in the agriculture sector. The payload used here consists of the spraying mechanisms mounted on the drone. These spraying mechanisms move over agricultural land while also performing the spraying process. It is being used quite extensively, and its usage is becoming more widespread. In the agriculture sector, along with this, here is a different example of a drone. Underwater drones are also starting to gain significant importance in drone technology. This is an example of products used for underwater filming. Here, cameras are also used as a payload, or it allows us to collect materials found underwater with a gripper in front of it. Drones used for human transportation also exist. These must be very advanced and secure systems because human combat vehicles are actually produced in an unmanned structure. However, they are also used for human transportation, specifically as taxis. In addition, races are also organized for hobby sport drones. The feature of the drones used here is that they can reach very high speeds. These types of drones are generally referred to as FPV. In addition, it is also quite preferred in the defense industry. Drone systems. Drones are preferred for both surveillance and destruction purposes in a remote-controlled manner. The payload on it could be a camera, it could be a destruction equipment, or, as you see on the screen, a weapon system. These are some examples used in drones.